Hi, welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 184 of our crafting podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, also Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy.
You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Loopy Stitcher, all one word, spelled Lupy Stitcher. And I have a few designs on Ravelry underneath Loopy Stitcher designs. Boy, it's like, start the video and, sorry. Go ahead.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's one of those days.
Oh, and I'm the one that's had a lot of caffeine today.
I really haven't. This is just my second.
Weather report?
Hot and humid. That's probably why my, anyways.
Very high pollen.
Yes. We broke down to turn on the air conditioning. So this one's air conditioning's been running at full blast too. It's nice and cool and comfortable in here.
Mine hasn't been off in weeks.
I'm sure. But it's definitely been warmer. Still some rain here and there, which you can stop doing every other day. But mainly it's the humidity that's kicked in. So, of course, pollen's up.
Yes.
And mold and all that goody stuff.
Yeah, and I knew it the minute I woke up.
Yeah.
I'm having nonstop drainage and
I woke up with a headache.
Thankfully, I've not had that yet. I've been taking a lot of allergy meds, though. And I made sure when I went to Walmart the other day, I picked up more Sudafed. Because the Sudafed, I think it's the PE, actually covers sinus congestion, which will help with your head. Mm-hmm. So I'm stocked up on that because even though I take Zysol at night, and that's supposed to be a 24-hour thing, the doctor told me I could also still be taking Sudafed throughout the day.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I take Allegra, and I forgot to take it last night, and I could tell.
I was on that for years, and then I was on Claritin, and now they've switched me to Zysol, which was supposed to help you sleep, too. It doesn't work. It does nothing.
Anyways, you're not here really for our medical conditions, nor...
I mean, they might be curious.
Yeah, why we're coughing, hacking, sneezing. Yeah.
Anybody that's watched us for a while can probably predict what the weather is by how many times I clear my throat or sniff. Yeah. They know me. And Brett was like, oh, just wait till we get to Arkansas. Because, there, you can visibly see the pollen.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I told him, I'm stocked up and I'm bringing extra meds with me. So we're leaving for that on Friday. So I do not have a shop update because I'm packing up the shop and a bunch of new goodies and bringing with us for a trunk show. As I mentioned last time, the trunk show is on the 25th. It will be in store, but it will also be online at arkansasyarnco.com. So if you want to check that out, if you're not in the area, just hop over to the website. All the new bags will be listed on their website. So there's that. Do you have FOs?
Yes.
Okay. I've got 3.
Guess what they are? I have 2.
Could it be a dishcloth?
Oh, yeah.
So, I forgot to get coffee creamer the other day when I was at Meijer's, because I get the Meijer's brand caramel coffee creamer. Mm-hmm. Oh. So I was at Walmart the other day. They did not have just caramel. They had chocolate and caramel.
Oh, yeah?
It tastes like nothing. Which is fine. I put caramel syrup in it as well, but it's just not as good.
Okay. So, I am using Michael's brand, the Loops and Threads. Cotton, classic cotton. And I finished one last one, so I have a set of 4. String still attached. And that's using 2 skeins of this. And this is all that I had left of the 2 skeins. So, but I do use a size 8. So I go up a little bit, so mine are a little bit bigger. So it probably uses more than most. I think a lot of people use 6 or 7s.
I use an 8 as well.
And I use an 8.
With that pattern.
Yeah. So I finished one more of those. So that's all good to go except for the ends. And then I started another one. And this is also loops and threads. And this colorway is vintage floral ombre. So that's pretty. This is what it looks like. And the other one is like pastel something. Pastel ombre, I think. So.
And I forgot to go digging last time. I told you I'd give you some of the softer cotton.
Yeah.
So I just wrote myself a note, Cotton Karen. So cool. Maybe afterwards I will go in the closet. Cool. All right. So I have 3 FOs. I don't remember what's in what bags, so... Okay, well, this was a new cast on. And it's also an FO. So I'm awful with reading.
Myriad of Minnie's Cowl.
There we go. Bumblebee Acres. And it called for 5 minis. Which, as you can see, I have a ton left of those minis still. These are all from Lollipop Girl Yarns from Advents. And they have you do... Before I show you, let me just tell you. I did modify a little bit. So they have you do blocks, basically. So there's like block sequences. And you're supposed to do 4 of them. Well, the problem was... There's I-cord edging on each side. Mm-hmm. And with the I-cord edging and my tension, there was no way that 4 blocks was going to be able to be pulled over your head.
Oh.
So I did repeat the first block. And I still have all this left out of these minis. I think I have to weigh, but I could probably make another one.
So you use the actual needle that called for. You just added an extra...
I added an extra block. Because I didn't know until, like, near the end that I was just like... Because when you have the I-cord on both sides, you don't... There's no give.
Yeah, there's no stretch.
There's really no give. And anybody that's sitting there going, well, that's because you don't swatch, Laura. Well, she didn't even give you that information, so there was no swatching. Plus, you guys know I wouldn't have done it anyway. Let's just be honest.
She failed that class.
I did. This is why I could not be a very good test knitter. Like, I would be the person that was like 2 days later going, I'm done,
Yeah.
But don't ask me what my game, it's not going to happen. So this is it.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
And it was a provisional cast on. So I used the barber cords again to do the provisional cast on. Love that method. If you got to do provisional cast on, that's really the only way to go as far as I'm concerned. And look, it even lined up.
Wow.
Look at that, guys.
Very nice.
So I thought that was cute. And it was really fast knit. I had this done in a day.
Yeah.
So have to love that. And it is finger and weight. So, but you can see, there's no way if it was one panel shorter, this would have went over her head.
Maybe
a toddler.
Peanuts. Maybe Peanuts.
I don't know. She's got some big hair. All those curls. Be like, squish those curls down, baby. So yeah, definitely needed that extra panel. So, but I think it came out really pretty. I think the colors that I chose kind of bled into each other really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like it. So there was that. I think I got some sakes. Don't I always have sakes? Mm-hmm. So the contrast is the Plymouth yarns in the fuchsia. And the main color was Dietastic.
One of my favorites.
Sunset Storm. These really are. Guys, these could not be any prettier.
Yep.
How pretty those are.
Mm-hmm.
And this was not a self-striping. This is just but it stripes.
Yeah.
For sure.
At least in that pattern it does.
Mm-hmm. And this is Lolo did it
4 hour.
4-hour DK socks. I was looking at another pattern for her that I have printed for fingering weight socks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the I can't remember. It's something about summer socks.
Uh-huh.
It's the exact same pattern.
Except in fingering.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was like, oh. Although these are great for me to make for gift knitting,
Yeah.
because this has turned out to be a very universal size because. They fit my mom, they fit my daughter, they fit my sister-in-law.
I tried one on and it fit me.
It fit
Yep.
her. Yeah, I'm surprised these are still actually in my hand. Yeah,
Who's to say what's going to happen?
right? So, I mean, everybody knows. Everybody
if they're not going to
knows.
go, if they're not assigned to somebody, they're coming home with Karen.
They're not assigned to anybody. They were just going to go into the gift bin. So
Well, then I'm the
did you
giftee.
want them?
I'm the receiver of the gift.
See how this works, guys? Here you go, Karen. Here's a new pair of socks.
It's very rare that I go home without having more stuff than when I started with. It's only happened a few times. Unless I bring something for her, but in general,
Yeah.
whether it's extra yarn that I chased around in the floor,
Oh, we're not going there. We're not going there.
or if I go through your the day when we went through the minis.
Oh my gosh, so many minis.
Yep. Or I happen to grab something on the podcast, and I'm like, ooh, I like that shawl.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's what friends do.
Yep.
And I don't necessarily want the products I knit. I just enjoy the knitting. So most of the stuff I knit ends up getting gifted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all good. All right. So my last FO is a big one. It is the, I forgot what it's called. 24 Birds Mystery Shawl by Curious Handmade. I'm not going through the yarns again. Most of them were Lolo did it, except for the blue one, which is Night Owl Fibers. These three I know were Gilmore Girl colors. This one, I don't even know that it had a name, to be honest with you. I did save the pattern because I will be knitting this a second time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Laura wants one.
I was going to say,
She's
you're
sending
a glutton for punishment.
She's sending me the yarn for it. Even though I restarted it, whatever it was, 5 or 6 times, I've lost track. I thoroughly enjoyed knitting this.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed knitting it. Always wanted to be picking it up. So I have no problem with knitting another one.
Yeah.
I really don't. Blocking it was interesting. It took up my whole living room.
It did. She sent me a picture.
Every single blocking pin I had, and then some, because I had T-pins too, that I pulled out. I had to go and search for more blocking mats. It was big.
You had the whole alphabet out.
I did. I really did.
And then some.
Okay, and I know I have a stitch marker on this for where I was at, because I did not take it off. This thing is huge. I'm going to try to figure out where the stitch marker is. It should be in the blue part. Oh, you got it. Okay, so where that stitch marker is, up and all the way around, is what I did. But guys, look how gorgeous this is. Now, it goes more this way. And I will have everybody out there know, because I know you're chuckling, this was not Laura-fied. Hence the I started it over 6 times.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have been.
But isn't that not the most gorgeous thing ever? I love it.
Oh, wow.
Alisha is going to love it when she sees it in person. Because, of course, it being on blocking mats didn't do anything for it with, But, yeah. So, this one already is spoken for. Laura was like, I called dibs on it. And I'm like, no. Alisha called dibs on it first. And I was like, I thought you were sending me yarn for one. Oh, yeah. So she will be sending me yarn, and I will be whipping up another one.
That is just beautiful.
That was a lot of knitting.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
That'll look beautiful on Alisha with her dark hair.
Well, if it stays, you never know with her and her
Well, yeah.
changing colors all the time.
She can end up matching her hair, too, though.
Yeah, you never know. Well, she's done, mermaid colors before.
Yeah, she has.
So that's all I have for FOs, but yeah, that was a big one done.
Yeah.
That was a whole lot of knitting.
Yep.
All right, so that moves us on to whips.
Whips.
I got 6.
Looks like I have 5. So you can start.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the... Ooh. Guys, I'm wearing a new shirt, too, from Temu. I was going to wear... I got another new one, too, that's a Dr. Pepper one. But I put this one on. I was watching a YouTube Live Fiber Floozy. Yeah, Fiber Floozy. Jill, hi. And they're asking, what are you drinking? I'm like, coffee. And I'm like, oh, I need to wear my coffee shirt. So I ended up putting that on. All right, so while I was watching that, I went ahead and casted on a new pair of the DK 4-hour socks. So again, the contrast is Plymouth, and the color is lavender. And the main color is Sinful Yarn. Y to the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express.
What you can't see in there is there's some pinks.
Yeah, they might be able. We can't tell on the screen.
Yeah.
But usually it shows up.
Once she starts knitting it up, I'm sure it'll show more.
I started.
Yeah.
I cast it on while I was on YouTube.
Yeah, you can see some of the pinks.
Got the start of it.
Very deep purple. It's pretty.
Had to make sure I had some stuff started that way. For going to Arkansas, gotta have knitting started. So I was cranking up a bunch of yarn this week. I mean, hey.
Okay, unknown yarn. Sorry, guys. I know the main color of self-striping was one of our advents that we... Either I was given it as a gift from Laura, because I don't think this was it could have been a split. Who knows?
I don't remember.
And this was just like, a mini that I had. So, unknown yarn. Fingering weight. And the last time I had it here, I had finished the actual heel and turned the heel. And I got like 6 stripes there. Woohoo! Woohoo! So, did that while we were up in Chicago over Mother's Day weekend.
Trying to figure out where to go next. Guess it doesn't really matter. This is a new cast on as well. Another one of the things I caked up some yarn for. So the pattern is another Bumblebee Acres. Return to
Lally Brock.
Okay, I was going to say, it's an Outlander shawl.
Yeah, Lally Brock.
So you can see they did it with 2 colors, went darker and then to the lighter. Well, I decided I was doing 2 colors because I don't have 2 skeins that match. So, yeah, hence, 2 colors. So I'm starting with this color here. Both are from Arkansas Yarn Co. And this one is Only Sweetly Creepy. It was one of their Halloween ones. And then the other one...
It's a different take on Halloween.
Mm-hmm. The other one is called, I think is from the Sock Yarn Society, How Sweet It Is. So this will be the second one.
Well, that's pretty.
So
Combination.
do those 2 together. So I thought that would be good. I just casted it on. Yeah, I got it the right way. And there it is. So there's a cable down the side. And then you get the eyelets. I think this is going to be really pretty.
Interesting. Is
Isn't
it
that fun?
Oh, just garter ridge. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
And I have really enjoyed knitting this.
Yeah, because it gives you a little bit of all, you know.
Yeah.
As it gets, if it goes along the same way the whole way. I mean, it gives you some time to...
It looks like it does in the pattern.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, and you can't see it very well in
Here.
her pattern. There's...
It almost looks like it's a sleeve there.
Yeah. You can barely see her cable as well
Yeah.
down there. So...
I didn't catch that until you showed it that there was an actual cable. I saw the lace at the end. I didn't even see the cable.
Yeah, it does kind of blend a little bit. If it would be a solid color, then it would probably show a little bit more. But the longer it's getting, the more you're actually seeing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is another fun one.
Pretty.
I've really been enjoying it. It's another one that I have to keep going. Put it away. Work on something else. So this one might also, I'm going to bring way too much knitting with me to Arkansas, but I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Yeah.
And it's dumb because I'm going to a yarn store, so if I ran out of projects, it's not like I... But you know me.
And it's not like you don't like the yarn.
Right? Love Lori's yarn. Well, and I know Mesa Skeins will be there too with the trunk show, so there'll be 3 trunk shows going on that that weekend, so lots of fun.
So these
can I just show one more thing? I'm sorry, but I want everybody to know how well I coordinate things. My strawberry shortcake bag, and I have strawberry shortcake needle stops. Okay, I'm sorry.
It was a strawberry shortcake moment.
It was. Oh, I should wear my strawberry shortcake shirt.
And we're rushing for a short change. Okay, these are the 2 colors I'm using. They've been caked forever. I have no idea what they are, so.
Oh. Forgot to put my pattern away.
Also, fingering weight. I know I've tried to use the gray with the purple multiple times, and this is the Mount Juliet shawl by Curious Handmade. So since the last time you guys saw it,
It's looking so good.
yep, from the yellow marker is where I was at. So
There's a yellow marker.
yeah, or green
Okay.
up here.
Why do you people gotta mess with me? And
it looked yellow up there.
it looked green to me, and they say I'm colorblind. This is why I doubt that I actually am, because I think people just mess with me.
Well, there's yellow and green. You gonna test my theory? Okay.
Where do I go to next? Okay, we'll go here. Oh, this I should have actually done before. This is a hoe. I got a hoe. Although, let me see. So the contrast color is just, I don't know, because it was in my already caked up. Okay, this is in my bag that I carry everything in. Oh, Miss Babs. Morticia. Let me grab a sock blocker for a fill size foot. And I have not woven the ends, which is unusual for me because I usually do it right away, but I was in the car and I do not like weaving in the ends in the car. I will do it, but I decided not to, that I would just start the next sock because sometimes I think my neck was bothering me that day and just the looking down to weave them in. So that's what those look like. So I got the one done. And I'm on the foot of the second one. So this will probably get done this week because I have little man on Thursday for his last day of school in our McDonald's trip. So I'm sure I'm at McDonald's or possibly tomorrow at dance. Although I did not knit a stitch last week. They hadn't seen me in a while. They had to talk and talk.
Okay, next is my Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. This is on 36 count Dirty Teacup by Needle and Flax with the called for dyed colors. Fancy Floss. So I made a lot of progress on the house. I've gone down and done all the shutters on the next level and brought the blue down. So no frogging this time, knock on wood. So
we're past frogging now.
Yes, we are. We are so.
We're not going to do that stage anymore.
No, it's like against the rules.
I say that, but I have a project that I restarted 3 times today. So I don't know. All right, so my next one is also one that I caked up and is a new cast on. So let me see if I have the tags. So my contrast color is Plymouth in the Lemonade.
That's yellow.
Well, you'll see why. Oh, can you? Oh,
yep.
And then this is Lamb Strings yarn in the Boneyard color, and there's like, I don't know if it'll show up or not, but there's specks of yellow in it. Mm-hmm. That's why I went with the, yeah, there it goes. And it's the wide rib sock for Phil, since I was getting so close to finishing those. I figured, well, I better get another one on the needles because I don't know what's going on and need to have stuff to knit on for this next week and for Arkansas. So went ahead and got the cuff and down the leg started.
There you go.
You tell I'm in prep mode.
See, now you have 2 needles that, you know, good thing you grabbed that other set, you know, so you can... And
they're both marked Phil now. I wasn't joking, guys, when I said I was going to do that. And I actually have Laura sending me another pair of Addies that are the same size, but 40-inch cables.
Okay.
So I'll have a 3rd pair of fills that I can do 2 at a time.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
So then I can have the 3 pairs of fill socks on the go.
Oh, my.
Yeah. He's knit-worthy, guys. We've had this discussion before. Oh, I kind of coordinated my bag, too. It's yellow.
So this next one I talked about last time. So this is where the frog hit me. Originally, I wasn't going to frog it. And then the more and more I looked at it, I was like, no, I'm not going to be happy with it. And I'm not going to pick it up again. So I did frog some. And it's not that big of a deal because this pattern has a DMC number color. So if I run out of black, I can get more. So this is the Mill Hills Buttons Winter Series and the Snowy Owl. And I ended up taking out the black because I had read the destructions wrong.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah. And you can already tell that the black I've put back in lets the white pop, which it wasn't before. It was fighting because I had used 3 strands on the black and I wasn't supposed to. I was only supposed to use 2. So yeah, I'll be much happier with that once I get that done again. So I'm sure as I said at the hotel when I did it, I had shredded black thread all over the place, and the maid was probably like, "World." I mean, I tried to pick up most of it.
It's hard though because it clings everywhere.
Then I had it all over my nightshirt.
Well, I have sometimes, like if I make a mistake when I'm making a bag and I have to rip out a seam or something, that thread just goes everywhere.
Yep.
It's
like, oh lordy.
All right, my next one you guys haven't seen in a while. It's my Scotch broom out of yarn that I dyed. And I put a little bit of work. Let me see. I think I have a progress. I do have a progress keeper. There it is. When I say a little bit, I meant a little bit. So from the progress keeper up, I mean, that's more than what I've done in a while. So
Yeah.
I mean, not too bad. Like I said, this is not one. Ooh, what happened to my other needle stopper? This is not one I'm rushing on, so I just here and there, if I don't have anything else to do or my fingers are hurting from doing something else, then I switch to this one. So it'll at some point get done. I'm still not convinced that it's going to fit, so that could be part of the reason why I'm not rushing. And you know, had I done a gauge swatch, guys, I might be more certain.
Well, not only that, she wouldn't have already, knit the whole sweater and then pull it out because it was, 3 sizes too big? Plus you lost weight.
Well, and I'm still looking at this going, should I have gone down another size?
Oh.
But I went down 3 sizes.
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean,
if all else fails, she'll knit the whole thing, and she loves it so much, she'll just take it apart and do it again.
I think it might be okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm hoping. I mean, I went down 3 sizes. I almost went down 1 more size, though, because the fact that this is superwash. And I'm just a little worried about what it will...
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of...
But this is supposed to be a little bit oversized.
Uh-huh.
But if it's
you
too
don't
oversized...
like things clingy.
Yeah, but if it's too oversized, I won't wear it.
Either.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Can you tell she's a little fussy? Just a little. That's okay. I've knitted. The only sweaters that I've actually worn that I've knit are my cardigans. So I figured out, while I love sweaters, I do have one that I think I will wear because I can do it in short sleeve. And because I'm holding fingering together, it's not as and it's all superwash. It's not heavy. It's still light, if that makes any sense. So I really think the V-neck that I have, I'll finish it one day and actually wear it.
I actually have that pattern printed because I was going to at some point do it, and yeah, I was just haven't done.
Okay, my next one is that my last one. Yeah, this is my last one. Oh Holy Night Nativity. I did a little bit of work by Stony Creek on this. And I know this is Fabrics by Stephanie. I think it's 28 count. I want to say it's a mermaid color. But
it's blue.
Definitely blue. Oh, it's pretty. I have done all of this down here and all the way across down in the bottom. Finished some feet. So yeah, I'm now starting to work my way up here. So. And that is, if you can't tell, the end of that page. So. And all that.
All right, I got one more. And this is one that I actually caked up today. Ooh, there went my water. It's better that than my coffee. All right, so the pattern I'm doing is Telly Bean Knits, Rainbow Bouquet.
Yeah, you showed me this. Is this fingering or?
Yes.
Okay.
Fingering.
I mean, it could be, but.
So the minis I'm using are from Lollipop Girl Yarns. Her That's Like So Totally Rad set. So I've got, well, and I had to pull, because the set was 10 and I needed like 13 or something, 12, I don't know. So they're all bright colors. And then I went ahead and I dyed, because I didn't have any, which I was smart. I dyed 2 of them that way.
There you go.
So I dyed this because I figured that will look really nice with the bright colors.
Yeah.
I just cast it on today. I'm not going to lie. I've torn it out 3 times, but now I'm on the go. This is definitely not one I will be knitting while you're here, because if I start talking, I would lose my place. But there's the start of it.
What are you trying to say?
No, it's one of those ones you've got to pay attention. There's a lot of repeat this.
Yeah.
And you're doing this, but work chart A.
Oh.
Yeah, so, but look how good that looks. That
Very nice.
really pops. So that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I sent the picture of the pattern and then a picture of the yarn to Alisha. She's like, oh my God, that's going to look awesome.
So you know who that's going to?
Nope, I already have a plan of who this is going to,
cool.
so she might be out of luck. So.
Because those bright colors are definitely...
Yeah, very much Alisha. All right, that was my last whip. Wow, we're going through it quick.
Yeah.
All
Who
right.
are we? Where do we come from?
Do you have any acquisitions?
No.
Okay, well, I did not, but I have birthday gifts that were sent. So, let me... we'll start with my sister's, since that's what I got first. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So she got me from Goose Creek the strawberry shortcake 3-wick candle, and it smells divine. And she's like, well, right away she's like, I was like, my package arrived a day early. She's like, did you open it? I think she was worried, and then she's like, I was really hoping that the candle wouldn't trigger you. And I'm like, well, if it's food or fruit,
You should.
I don't typically have an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Anything other than that, yes, I would have an issue.
Yeah.
So strawberry is perfect, and just having it open, oh my gosh, I can't wait to light this.
Makes me hungry for a strawberry shortcake, literally.
Before, I could not burn candles because of Mandy, because of the rabbit, because you're not really supposed to have scented or burning stuff like that. It can be toxic to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a bunch of candles that I've never been able to burn. In fact, I have one from a few years back when I worked at the pet store that the groomer got me. That's a Dr. Pepper candle. I have not been able to burn. So now I can actually burn. Oh my God, this smells so good. I can actually burn these. So I'm very, very excited. I kept wanting to light it this week. And I'm like, no, you gotta save it for the podcast. And what's really funny is I had seen these. They came up like on Facebook or something like that. And I'm like, oh. And I actually went, I'm like, no. And then she ended up getting for me. So that's funny that she thought of the same thing. And then there was, which I just shoved them into one, but she had like 3 bags that had balloons and stuff on there. So I got some yarn. I got... This is Hypnotic yarn called Frosty Fox in the Plush DK. because she knows I like to knit a lot of DK socks. So I'm like, perfect. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. And then
This is pretty.
this is Yarn Ink, and it's on DK. This was for like a fundraiser one where they donated the proceeds. And I'm not going to read the name just because even though it's quite my language, we don't say it on the podcast. But it was for a really good cause. My sister got me the DK one and then got herself the fingering one. And look how pretty.
That is beautiful.
So I kind of want to really want to cake this up and do DK. Bring this with me to Arkansas. But it's like, oh my God. Okay, and then, which this is always a treat to get Area 51 because I don't tend to order from them because the shipping is so expensive.
Yeah.
She got me a 50-gram skein of Lorelei's First Day at Chilton. So a Gilmore Girls reference. Love it. Because she knows it only takes me 50 grams to do.
Yeah.
I'll still have leftovers to do a sock for myself. So that's perfect. Hold on. I'm sorry. Alisha wants me to switch days.
Kids. You gotta love them.
Are you able to switch days with Anna with picking up Lucas? Well, actually, that'd be better because I have a nail appointment on Thursday. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So that was for my sister. So sweet of her to send all this. Way too much. Love it. We'll say I love it. These would even look with the blues. And that candle. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells so good. All right, and then my friend Mimi the other night brought me something because she said she saw it and thought of me. Yeah, and you guys have heard, I'm sure, well, if you've been here a while, you've heard many stories about me and my house and how it has to be 65 year-round. And I know if it's not.
And Mimi, this is completely true.
Thermostat, please.
She doesn't even have to look. She's like, oh, it's hot in here. I know it's more than 65.
And usually I can get within, I'm like, and they'll all look at me, I'll be like, it's 69 in here. And then Brett will go and look and he'll be like, okay. I just know. Well, once your body is adjusted to the same temperature all the time, although the 65 in the winter is a lot different than the 65 in the summer. I mean, you definitely feel a difference, but yeah, so very funny. And then, speaking of funny, this one sends me a Etsy gift card. Let me just read you the message that she put on it.
It took a lot of thought. And I had to figure out how to get it in the amount of letters that I had. So there was definitely a lot of adjustment going on with what I put in there. Just so you guys know.
So the note says, Laura, it's not very creative, but it won't trigger any allergic reaction, trigger your OCD, or make you hug me. And it's on time, so it's perfect. Karen.
Time because I have another whip that I have at home as a gift. Do you think I started that in time? No. She might get it for Christmas
of 2027. Because her kids are still waiting for stuff from 2017.
Well, I figure Buddy's birthday's coming up.
You brought that on yourself.
I did. Buddy's birthday's coming up in August, so it's a great time to give him like this full-on cashmere snuggie.
You haven't even finished it yet.
No. And you know what has to be done?
Not much.
No, the I-cord and just actually finishing the edge. That's it. It's all done.
Well, and I would say I would help you out with it, but
you can't. You can't touch it.
Which we need to have a discussion about. Okay, guys. The people have been around for a while. I need you to side with me on this. So way back when, me and Karen were both doing one of the Cozy Up MCALs.
Oh.
And if you recall, she had beautiful yarn, burgundies.
Yep.
And it was that stupid one that you got a mattress
Yeah.
stitched together.
Yeah.
She's decided that
Frog it.
she's going to frog it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think she should frog it. I think she should give it to me to finish because it's going to be beautiful. And you're going to love it because you love the colors.
It was, the colors were from the one you're doing that you just finished the cowl from.
Bumblebee Acres.
Bumblebee Acres. That's where the yarn came from.
It is gorgeous.
And it was like barnwood winter were the colorways, and so like one's like a rustic yarn, rustic red, and they're beautiful.
You guys tell her not to frog it.
Yeah, that was on my list.
I'm serious. I will whip that thing out like nothing.
My weekender is on the list because I know that it's just going to be so hot, I'll never wear it.
You should have done a weekender light and then done short sleeves.
Well, of course, when I started my weekender, which has taken me 6 years, the weekender light was.
Oh, true that. Well, you know what? Here.
This girl's big. This girl,
I have the yarn for a weekender light. So we just need to get you yarn for a weekender light. You could even do a faded one where you wouldn't even have to have all the same yarn.
Yeah.
And we'll do a knit one.
We won't even ask who's going to finish first.
Well, I procrastinate. I haven't touched the sleeves on that other side. So you have that advantage.
Because the whole sweater is knit except the sleeves.
Yeah.
And then I even tried it on, and the way I seam, which I can unseam it, the way I seam the actual top of it, it's like tight over my head. So obviously I need to let it go further away.
Yeah. Mine will be way far away. Because you know me.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, that's what we need to do. And I'll just do, I'm not going to do long sleeves, even though it's finger and weight. Everything's short sleeves for me.
Yeah.
So I might actually get those sleeves done. I hit a spot where I just procrastinate, kind of like the Scotch broom. I was gung-ho on that.
Yeah.
But you noticed, I was gung-ho when it came to the top portion.
To the fancy part. Yeah.
The fancy part. Yeah. Now that I'm just stockinette.
Yeah, not so much.
I'm not so much. I really seem to be getting into the lace lately.
Apparently you have a death wish.
Well, maybe I just...
You like to visit the frog a little bit too much?
I think... So I always have socks going.
Right.
Multiples of socks. And socks are, like, mindless.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to look at a pattern.
Right.
So I think sometimes that I'm starting to pick these patterns because I need something engaging. Something a little bit more challenging.
Well, yeah, your socks and your fingerless knits that you do, your Edward.
Yeah, I haven't done Point Edwards.
Point Edwards.
I haven't done any of those in a
Let's
while.
say Edward Scissorhand. That's not quite right.
I did not like that movie at all. That's when I cannot watch them anymore. Yeah, right?
Yeah. I actually never watched that. Have you ever watched...
I had to turn it off.
What is it?
I don't like...
musical that he was in.
I don't like him at all. You know, after 21 Jump Street, I had no use for him. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of people out there really like him, but...
I like him in all the Pirates.
I also... You want to know another one that... And people are going to groan at this as well, that after one particular movie, I have no interest in him. The Mask.
See, I have a hard time watching him. The only movie...
Liar is awesome.
The only movie I can watch with him is The Grinch.
Liar is really good because when the cop pulls him over, it's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And he can't lie. And he's like, I ran through a stop sign. I would have... That's like my favorite part. But after he did The Mask...
Yeah.
I didn't know. I couldn't watch that either.
We digress.
Yeah, like the movies that people like tend to like are the ones I don't like.
Speaking of movies, I watched the second, third, I don't know which Ghostbuster with the girls. It was flat. I love that Melissa McCarthy and a couple of the other ones in it, and I was just like, it was almost forced for me. And it even had Chris Hemsworth in it, and it wasn't even.
Okay. Now let me ask, how? I'm assuming you've seen about this, so watch. She probably hasn't. I'm the TV junkie. How excited are you about NCIS Origins?
I haven't seen about this. What?
Look who's back in it.
Really?
Yep. So it's going to tell the story of how it started. They have not released the date. It's coming. So I'm quite excited about that.
Very cool.
Yeah. I'm a TV junkie, guys.
Yeah.
Hi, Laura, TV junkie.
You know the show I've liked a lot lately?
Tracker?
That. Have you ever watched The Reacher?
No.
You gotta watch Reacher. It's on Prime. Oh. Talk about eye candy. Girl. I'm telling you.
I've been stuck on these, like, based on true story kind of things.
Now, this is based off of, whose novel is it? I'll have to look it up. It's based off some books.
I just finished watching a show called now I'm gonna say the wrong. Believe Me. On I think it was on Netflix. It's about the abduction of Lisa McFay. That was really, really good.
Oh yeah.
And then I just watched, I think it was on Hulu. Yes, on Hulu, Under the Bridge, which is like one of their things. Here's the hidden world of teenagers accused of a savage murder reveals startling truths about the unlikely killer. It was really good. So yeah, I've been kind of, and that was based off of a book as well.
This was off of books by Lee Childs.
Oh,
yeah.
Alrighty.
So you got one more present to open.
One more. You already sent me a gift card.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God. Card first. I like the card because it's like a tattoo almost. Well, it is. Yeah.
I have a time trying to find a
Which
card.
I think next time we podcast, I'll have my 2 new tattoos done.
Which you could use these in the meantime.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's get those fake rub on.
Oh. Is this going to be more hand soap?
I might need to borrow your hand soap, to be honest.
Oh, yeah? We got plenty.
Had buddy get some.
I'm never going to get in there. Oh, my gosh. She's tricking me. I can't read upside down. Ooh.
Yeah.
Black and white fudge drizzle popcorn.
Yeah.
We're all about snacks over here.
Yeah.
And milk chocolate sea salt caramels. We enjoy those.
Yes.
Okay, so I need to tell you an interesting fact. So you guys all know, because it's been a big joke for I don't know how many years now, that I can't have peanut butter. Because you want to tell them what happens when I have peanut butter? I sound like a cat with a hairball stuck in her. Like, I just.
There you go.
That's what happens
That's the sound.
when I have peanut butter. So obviously, I don't eat anything with peanut butter.
Uh-huh.
Well, I assume since I couldn't have peanut butter, I could not eat peanuts. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. I've been eating trail mix like crazy with peanuts in it. And I do not get
Yeah.
the hairball.
So it
I
must
have
be
been-
the texture of it because it's like very.
No, interesting. So I said something to my natural doctor about this.
Uh-huh.
And he starts laughing and he said, well, it's one of two things that's causing it. He goes, a couple things that people don't know about peanut butter is, well, first off, when they process it, it changes everything.
Right.
So it could be
Like
something
everything.
through the processing.
Uh-huh.
The other thing with their processing and how they store it and jar it and whatever, all peanut butter has a certain amount of mold in it. I'm highly allergic to mold.
So, hence.
I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah, because I was like, is it weird that I can eat peanuts? And he's like, no, absolutely not. That is not weird at all. He's like, a lot of people that cannot have peanut butter can actually have peanuts.
Interesting.
So I've been killing some trail mix lately. It's like every time I go to the store, I'm like, I need another bag of trail mix. Now, one of the bags, it was just irritating the heck out of me because I am allergic to almonds. I know that for a fact. That showed up in an allergy test. So those I like kind of just pick out of this one, but there were so many almonds in there, I was just like, I give up.
Yeah.
The one I have now is really, really good. It's got raisins and sunflower seeds and peanuts and it's really good. But the sunflower seeds, it's hard to eat because the sunflower seeds are so much smaller than everything else that you tend to drop them. Then when I stand up, there's like sunflower seeds all over the floor. Anyhow, that's my update on, my peanut butter. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No peanut butter there.
Nope. Peanut butter and the cat ball thing.
Oh, well, they
Never
used to always
forget
that. Her and my friend always thought it was hysterical to give me peanut butter cups. And you know what? I will every once in a while eat some peanut butter because I could care less about the peanut butter cups. You know what I really love? Reese's Pieces. Oh, so good.
But, well, that's a different.
It's a
Again,
different.
it's a different kind because Reese's
I can eat a certain amount of Reese's
Pieces. The peanut butter is very sweet.
Yes. I can eat a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I eat enough of them, it will.
Yeah, I'm sure it will probably trigger.
Whereas if you had me go like this into a peanut butter jar, instantly it happens. Instantly.
I think
which is fine
Brett
because
should do an experiment with her and put it on video.
Which is fine because I don't like peanut butter and jelly, so I'm all good with that.
I've never really been a fan of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches,
Brett loves
although I will have peanut butter and jelly toast because then the peanut butter is warm.
Do you remember when you came over the one day and he was hollering about how I was making his peanut butter and jelly
you don't know
sandwich
how to
because I
make a
didn't know
peanut
how to
butter
make it?
That was the discussion.
Yeah,
I witnessed things that you guys don't know about these two.
I can cook, but the simplest things. Well, I mean, I'm allergic to peanut butter, so why would I ever make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Why would you know how to make one?
Why would I know how to make one? And you guys are going, what do you mean? You slap it on some bread. Well, here was the issue. I was putting the peanut butter, and then I was putting the jelly on top of the peanut butter, and then trying to do it. And I was told, no, you have to put it on the two different slices. I didn't know this because I don't eat peanut butter and jelly. And this one trusts me all the time to come over and eat my cooking.
I do. It's usually really good because she's already tested it out on him.
She's like, she can make a mean corned beef and chicken enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
Just don't ask her to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Steak tacos.
Oh, I did tell you.
Cajun turkey.
Oh, I got one Cajun turkey left, and I have, are you ready for this? I have 3 corned beef briskets I bought that were clearanced. I put in the freezer. I was thinking about thawing one out at some point and asking Steve down the road if he would smoke it.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah. See if I could talk him into it. Although I don't know if it'll be as tender as the pressure cooker. But the flavor would be great. Well, it should because
you could
it has
smoke
to.
it for some, and then like what? Dip it in.
Well,
That
you
would be
do
good.
have like when you're smoking it, it is a slower cook though, so
Yeah,
it would probably
it should
still.
keep it.
I don't know. I'll have to talk to him about it and see what he says because some smoked corned beef tacos, and we put
She's making me
coleslaw
hungry.
on top of it.
I
Only
hope
way to
Brett's
eat corned
ready
beef.
to make my popcorn.
He usually has it all set up and ready to go by the time we're done.
Usually. I haven't heard any rumbling over there.
Well, he was eating too. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty, you want to remind the people?
Well, if you like this fun as much as we like this fun,
We enjoy
and
ourselves.
the rambling to go with it. I mean, we could have warned you, but we didn't know we were going to go. It's been a while since we've done that. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
I was looking to see if there was sometimes I take pictures to show
We
you
will be
guys,
back
but-
next time as normal because you will be back from your trip.
Yeah.
And when is the shop officially closed on vacation?
I haven't closed it yet. I will probably close it Thursday, which would be the 23rd. Because that would give me time to get, I've already sent over like all the bags, inventory and all that over to Arkansas Yarn Co. and we'll just update them as bags sell, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that like the newer bags won't sell because I don't have them listed in the shop.
That's kind of hard.
Not really sure. Anything that when I get back, I will be doing a major rehaul because I'll have to, take pictures of everything that if I have any of the new bags left.
Mm-hmm.
If I have no idea. That's why I'm saying if you're interested in looking at the new bags, I would definitely recommend going to Arkansas Yarn Co. On website on Saturday because I can't guarantee
What's going to be left?
if there will be anything left. I do know there's a wide variety anywhere. I know I have strawberry shortcake. I have a strawberry shortcake combined with a rainbow bright. I've got Harry Potter. I've tons and tons of different bags that have never been in the shop yet. So that I made specifically for going there. Well, I was afraid to put them in the shop because I know my people.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have anything for going there. So, yeah, definitely, like I said, on the 25th, they'll be up on Arkansas Yarn Co.'s website. So you can purchase through there. But, yeah, we will be back in 2 weeks. We'll definitely be back by then. And I guess we will see you then. Bye.
Bye.